Coaching now has just literally been something that I just do every day. You know, I wanted to offer something back to the community because the experiences that the kids have nowadays, I didn't have those experiences and opportunities. So I wanted to be someone to offer that to them, and that's why I do what I do now.
Arum, thank you so much for joining us. I feel like I've got so much to talk to you about and yet so little time. So we'll dive straight in. Where did your love of tennis come from?
I used to always walk past the tennis club and see loads of people playing, and I just thought, you know, one day I would love to try and see where it would take me. And it was one of those things where I followed after my older sibling. So he started playing first, and then it's quite, you know, common to then just follow. And, you know, I took him to his footsteps and then decided to start playing myself. And ever since I started playing, I just continued and, you know, going back to the club. And from then it didn't stop. So yeah, tennis was just my life really from that moment.
So you fell in love with tennis, you started to go on a regular basis, and I'm just going to fast forward it to where you are today. Tell me who you are, where you're coaching, what your life's like as a coach.
I'm a performance coach now, so I work with, you know, all types of levels and ages, but I like to specialize with kids that are trying to develop their game towards professional tennis, and just basically kids that have those aspirations to take their tennis a little bit further and compete more.
Now, for a long time, tennis did have a reputation seen as very much as a white sport, only enjoyed by white people, white middle class people, upper class people. But we've seen changes over the last few years, and you could be part of that. Do you see yourself as just as a tennis coach, or do you see yourself as a black man who coaches tennis?
I definitely see myself as a tennis coach, but then at the same time, I would like to say that I am a black man that has something to offer. And because there's not a lot of people out there that are doing it, it is good to know that, you know, I'm one of the few that are trying. And I think a lot of people respect that about me, which is why, you know, they see what I'm doing and they appreciate it, and then they come back for more. You know, they see that I'm trying to not just offer a service, but I'm trying to, you know, fill in a gap in the market that's not there. Because there's not many black coaches that are out there, you know, working with young kids and adults. So I would love to change that. And then also let other young black people, you know, see what I'm doing and follow to my footsteps if they want to go down the same path. And I think it's really important, you know, to create more diversity in the sport and just get everyone, you know, welcome and know that tennis is for everybody. What
made you decide, right, I'm going to become a coach, but my colour could be a factor?
I think for me, it was mainly the type of person that I am. You know, I'm someone that likes to help others. And I felt that was almost something that would sell myself a bit more. So people would, you know, find that a bit more attractive in myself, that, yes, I'm not just a, you know, young black coach that's trying to help people through tennis, but I'm actually trying to help people in their life and actually do something that they love and get them to become the best they can be. It's not just about, you know, going and doing a session and then, you know, going home and, you know, making your money and that's it. You know, you can actually make a difference in someone's life. And for me, that was my opportunity. So that's why I chose to get into coaching and take it on.
What tips would you give to other aspiring coaches out there?
Be open to taking feedback and criticism, especially for myself, because I'm young. I've still got a lot to learn and I'm just getting into the industry. Just be willing to learn, you know, ask more, you know, do more, and just to push and give a lot of energy, because coaches respect that.
Who are your heroes in the game?
Andy Murray is probably my favorite. He's always been, you know, my favorite tennis player. I just like his resilience, especially with the, you know, the injuries that he's had lately, and the fact that he's been able to then come back into tennis and, you know, still keep pushing and still keep growing. And then you've got the Williams sisters. You know, they're absolutely phenomenal tennis players, great athletes, and, you know, the stuff that they've achieved over the years is, you know, fantastic. And then, you know, from a personal level, it would you know, be my coach and, you know, my friends that I'm always, you know, playing with, because they're always supporting me. Like, everything that I do wouldn't be done without them.
Arum, what's your long-term plan? Do you want to coach a tennis player if they're in the top 50, top 30, top 20, or even the top 10?
Yeah. So, you know, my long-term plan would be to work with kids that are getting into tennis. And I would love to, you know, take them towards professional tennis if they had the dreams and aspirations to. I want to, you know, start off almost on the grassroots level and then kind of go through that whole journey where they get towards, you know, those performance tennis levels, and then hopefully transition them onto the professional circuit. So kind of literally going from start to finish. You know, I've always said that my dream would be to see myself sitting in the box of the players when they're in the Grand Slams, you know, with the rest of the coaching team, and, you know, you have the player down on the court playing, and, you know, we're all sitting there, and, you know, the players playing in the Grand Slams. You know, that would be my dream. To me, that would be the moment where I would say that I've made it. That would be my dream personally.
Brilliant stuff. Thank you very much.